Hi, it's Dwyer, gamblersadvisory.com, a free site, bettingangle.us, a free site. It's a few days after the Super Bowl. It's taken me a little bit to recover. Just wanted to share my Super Bowl Sunday with you. I had the under in the game, right? I had the under. Let me just say, too, that I had Philly privately to lead at the end of the first half. So, I'm watching the game. I see Pat Mahomes. My theory was Pat Mahomes is on one ankle, right? I thought Pat was going to be chased down by this ferocious pass rush. Philly, who was great in the first half all year, I thought would jump to a lead. I thought there'd be a little bit of fight back from KC, but I thought ultimately the fact that not only was Pat injured, but he was missing Mecole Hardman, and the fact that he didn't have that top line Tyreek Hill type of wide receiver would rule the day. So, I'm watching the game. Obviously, Philly's offense was dynamite. Jalen Hurts was excellent. Right? Philly was scoring more points for my liking because, again, I had the under. But Philly was clearly the better team. I mean, clearly the better team. So at halftime, I made some money on the halftime prop. So I'm laughing. I thought, okay, great. Now, the game hung in the balance a little bit on the over-under, but I thought now Philly's defense was going to take over. Right? They had a double-digit lead. I thought now, clearly against a diminished Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes on one leg. Whatever was said, I thought Pat Mahomes' high ankle sprain, look, I'm not a doctor, but I've watched sports long enough to know it would have taken a miracle for Pat to come back and shoot them down. The next 30 minutes were horrifying for me. Pat Mahomes on one leg is still Pat Mahomes. Kansas City never gets stopped in the second half. I started having flashbacks as I was watching Pat Mahomes, right? It felt like I was watching Michael Jordan, right? You understood there was one guy on the field, and he just couldn't be stopped. And you saw him limping around, and you understood he was still throwing deep. He was still making plays. Even now, I'm choked up about it. So, in horror, I watched one of the greats, truly one of the best athletes I've seen, right? I was thinking, Jordan, you could plug in Serena. You could plug in Usain Bolt. You could plug in LeBron. Whoever you want to plug in, right? Jerry West, Wilt, Bill Russell. I was there just watching a great performance. A guy just got it out. So I realized I was beaten. In fact, I was beaten with a lot of the game to go. Let me tell you how ridiculous it was. I had the under 50. As the first half rolled out and Philly came to play and was putting up points, that over-under jumped to 57, and I grabbed that. Because I thought, look, clearly this game's going under. If under 50 is good, under 57 is just what I need. And a great player took me down. I salute Pat Mahomes. The praise here just can't be enough. The guy sets a tone. It's a winning tone. His crew follows him. Somehow Mahomes knows every move Travis Kelce is doing, while keeping track of 3 and sometimes 4 other receivers on the field. Truly remarkable stuff. Throwing passes where only his guy can get it. You understand that if everything breaks down, Pat Mahomes is going to run the football even on one leg, right? That second half is the tape you should have to show a youngster what leadership looks like. I congratulate the Kansas City Chiefs. I really don't know what to say other than I was beaten on this one. Philly, tremendous team. Jalen Hurts, better quarterback than I envisioned. I thought it was clear Philly had more talent, but Philly was beaten by a superstar. He was on his game on one leg. I congratulate the Chiefs. We'll keep doing the math. We'll keep trying to beat the casino. Let's just say I'm not sure if I'm going to bet against Pat Mahomes in the second half of another Super Bowl. Right? I've been hit on the knuckles here, and I'm learning this lesson the hard way. Anyway, that's how I see it. Let me hear from you. Tell us about your Super Bowl Sunday. The second half for me was terrifying. Let me hear from you in the comment section of this YouTube video. Thanks for stopping by.